Good morning from your best car in Kent. My name's Ben. I'm from one of our 2 UK branches. We're here in Cranbrook, 10 miles outside of Tunbridge Wells, or just a 40-minute train commute from London. Our other site is in Buckinghamshire near Marlow, and combined we have over 500 5-star reviews. So please check out our website to see the reviews of our happy customers and of course the rest of our fleet. Before I get into the walk around, I'd just like to answer 2 of the most frequently asked questions that we get here. They are, do we take part exchange and do we offer finance? The answers are both yes and yes. We will take your part exchange. We can even pay off outstanding finance on your current car. Then on top of that, I'm thrilled to say that we are industry beating with our low APR finance rate. So if finance is the route for you, then please get in contact with us, or you can visit our website, yourbestcar.co.uk, where we have a finance calculator at the bottom of every advert. So whether it's PCP or HP that you're looking for, you can put some numbers, change the filters, you can find something that works for you, and then there'll be a finance breakdown of the contract before you hit apply. So this is the walk around video for our BMW X1. It's the SE xDrive edition, presented in black sapphire metallic paint. Just to break down the title a little bit, the 20D means it has the 2-litre diesel engine producing 190 brake horsepower, but also capable of achieving up to around 64 miles per gallon. So you get a perfect blend of economy and performance figures, even more so for an SUV. So it's Euro 6 compliant, and the xDrive meaning it runs off of BMW's all-wheel drive system. So down here we've got the 17-inch light double spoke alloy wheels in a sparkle silver finish. If we have a look at the side profile, we can see there's rear privacy glass. So from the B pillar backwards, a slight tint to the windows, and then black window surrounds, black roof rails, and black side skirts, just to complete the exterior stealthy look. So let's have a hop inside. The darkened theme continues. In the interior, we've got a full leather seat upholstery. These are the black Dakota leather seats to be exact. They've got a manual adjustment along with the steering wheel. And the steering wheel is also leather wrapped. It's a multi-function wheel, so you've got your paddle shifters for switching into your manual mode. You've then got cruise control, your hands-free buttons, multimedia, voice control, all fitted to the middle steering wheel. But then in the middle is your BMW iDrive. This is actually the upgraded, I should say, iDrive. So you've got a slightly larger screen, and it's also touchscreen. So if we just have a hop inside and I'll show you some of the features. Let's shut that so nothing beeps at us. So as opposed to the previous generation, you've got your normal screen here, your normal iDrive, but this one here is touchscreen. You can see it's extremely responsive. The screen, the user interface generally is fantastic, but of course if you don't want to get the screen grubby, you can still use the dials down here, which is what I'll do for you. So we've got our main menu here with our sub menus in these tile shapes going across here. So if we just go chronologically left to right, media / radio. So you've got DAB radio on this car along with your FM and AM. And if we cycle through the menus on the left hand side, we can see we've got a CD player, we've got Bluetooth audio and USB to play your music. So if you can connect up via USB, great. You can also use Bluetooth, and then sound, so we just adjust our treble, bass and other sound settings. You can also use Bluetooth to connect up your phone book. So this section is dedicated to your phone book. So you've got your contacts, you can make calls and take calls all from this display here. You can also use the buttons on the right hand side of the steering wheel, but everything will be displayed on here, and there'll be no need to be looking at your phone making calls or taking calls. So one across to the right is our satellite navigation. So we've got our usual address input, and we can save our favorite destinations on here, and then we've got the map. So again, a huge bonus that it's touchscreen. We can move the map around, so we can quite easily see our points of interest. So in this case, a petrol station, but if we need to just zoom out, we can do so. So it's extremely responsive. Of course, it's a big upgrade being the touchscreen as opposed to just the dials. My vehicle, so this is your vehicle settings. Vehicle status is a huge addition with BMWs. Just on the left hand side here, we can see all these various settings. So a tire pressure monitor, it will give you an alert if your tires have deflated. Your engine oil, for the same situation for that, along with AdBlue. Check control, that will just tell you if there's any faults, any issues. Of course, with this car there is none. And service requirements as well. So again, everything will be stored on your service history, and it will also show you when your next engine oil service is due. If we put the car into reverse, we'll see there is a reversing camera. You can hear the proximity alerts. If we turn the wheel, we can see the guidelines will move for our bay parking. And we've also got front and rear parking sensors. Just press the park button and take it out of there. This button down here is our intelligent safety. To be more specific, it's your front end collision warning. So if you are driving, well, if you're starting to slow down and approaching traffic perhaps, it will give you an alert to say you need to maybe step on the brake a little bit harder. So that is using your radar front sensors. Down here is your climate control. Gearbox down here, but of course you've got your paddle shifters for switching into manual, your various driving modes. So Eco Pro, fantastic for motorway driving, but if you want to give it that sportier kick, you've got that option too, which is keep it in comfort mode for now. Your dials, as I mentioned earlier, your electronic handbrake, and then just under here some storage space, your USB port, and then an additional storage area here. So let's turn off the electrics and have a look at the rest of the car. Looking at the rear, we've got the same seat upholstery back here. Of course, the black Dakota leather being the X1, part of the SUV range. We've got plenty of headroom, plenty of leg room for the rear passengers. You've got a couple of air vents as well as two storage bins on the backs of the front two seats. And then moving around to the rear, you'll see the privacy glass extends all the way to the back. We can see our gloss black trim on the side bins there. We can open the boot like so. You can press that once, step back, and it will erect for us. We've got a parcel shelf which can of course be taken off, and then again a big plus of the SUV range, plenty of room back here in this X1. And you've actually got an additional extended storage back here, so we can open this part up and we've got an additional fourth floor should you need it. Tucked away on the right is your first aid kit, and then just under there you've got your lock and wheel nut and tool kit too. We can close the boot again like so. If we come around to the sides, if you need a little bit more space in the back, you can do so by collapsing these rear seats. So you've got a toggle on either side. Well, you've got three in fact for each section of the seats, and I probably should have just shown you this when the boot was up, but you've actually got a rear seat release button on the left and right hand side. So we can press this button and we can press this button, and that'll collapse the rear seats for you. So if we just close this back up again, you'll see that you've almost got a van-like space in the back here once you take the parcel shelf out. So you've actually got a very generous amount. Of course you can move the spare seat belt, and then we can fold these seats up again like so. I won't do every one, but then you can adjust it by pulling that toggle and snapping it back into place. I've only got one hand, so I'm going to leave that for now, but a great option to have for a car of this size. So if you're interested in buying the BMW X1, you can give us a call on 01580 712 115, or send us an email to sales@yourbestcar.co.uk. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you're intrigued in part exchanging a car or financing with us, then please let us know. We're all accessible on WhatsApp and iMessage too, so if you need to message us on those platforms, maybe sending over some details of your part exchange or just have some questions about our cars, please feel free to contact us on there. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and best of luck with your search for a new car.